Today we are going to be making puff pastry. What I've got here is 200 grams of plain flour with 2 grams of salt, so it's like a large pinch straight in there. I've got also 150 grams of butter, slightly chilled and diced into little cubes, and 125 mils of chilled water. So firstly, our flour and our salt we'll put through the sieve, and the civet, like so. Like that. And then 150 grams of butter will be put into our flour, and this is the Scottish method of making a puff pastry. So now we've got our butter and our flour in the bowl. So we're just giving it a little toss around, making sure that all the butter is nicely coated in the flour, like that. And then make a little well in the middle, and then we shall add the water into our mix. Can do it a little bit at a time. Sometimes it's easier and less messy to start it off by using a knife, just to begin mixing it around. And once it starts coming together, I'll use my hands like that. So now I'll use my hands. A little bit further. There we go. Make sure it's nicely mixed together. So it all around the side of the bowl. Right, okay. So now, bowl should be nice and clean. All the flour removed. So now that is basically the dough of the puff pastry. So now, lightly floured worktop, we'll just give it a little knead, get it into sort of like a nice shape. Need quite a bit, make sure there's loads of flour. So now we'll start doing, so rolling it out now to sort of like a rectangle, and then you want to start off doing 2 folds. So as you can see your little blocks of butter just in the pastry there, so that is what you want. A little bit more flour, get a bit more of the rolling. So now we shall start folding it, and this is the most important bit. So then we'll go fold it into the middle. Not really middle, you try and get it perfect. So about there, and then just do that. So that's one fold, need a little bit more flour. It's one fold, and we'll turn it around the other way, and then roll again. It's quite sticky. Make sure we get loads of flour. Roll it to a rectangle like that. And then we'll fold it into the centre again, like that. I think mainly this worktop is a bit hot as well, so the butter is sort of sticking to the worktop. And then we'll just give this a little roll out, and then we'll get this into the fridge and let it rest. I use some cling film. Ta-da, thank you. So we'll just cling film this now, and this will go in the fridge for about half an hour to an hour to let it chill. actually a little bit of a tip actually that I learned. If you're struggling with your pastry sticking to your worktop, get some baking parchment, lay it out, put your pastry on top of the baking parchment, and then another layer of baking parchment over the top, and then you can roll it out without your rolling pin sticking to it and without your pastry sticking to the table. Very handy top tip. So he'll go in there now for half an hour, and then we'll come back to him. Right, okay. 30 minutes have now passed, and our pastry is lovely and cool. So now we'll flour the worktop again. Make sure we get loads of flour on. We use the whole worktop. We'll get him back on. So now we need to fold and roll and fold about 6 times now, so that we start getting the layers of pastry. So basically, if you think about it, you'll start getting your layers of pastry. So when you cook it in the oven, each layer should rise with the butter. The air that's in there, which will rise and rise and make the puff, hopefully. So roll them out to a rectangle, some butter. Square. You can see why businesses buy in ready-made puff pastry, because it is such a well, it's not difficult, but it's just very time-consuming job, especially when you have to make it, put it in the fridge, roll it, fold it, roll it, fold it, put it back in the fridge, put it back in. They do say that you should leave it in the fridge once you've done all the rolling for at least like a day to chill before you use it, but I should think you can use it within a couple of hours. I should think. So I'll do that again. Another fold. Yeah, so this is the Scottish method that I'm doing here, which is the only difference that I actually see between the Scottish and the French method is that the Scottish method uses cubes of butter, whilst the French method is a whole block of butter, which you then roll out your pastry and put the block in the middle and fold it around the block, and then you have to like bash out the block to make it smooth, etc. So yes, I would say that the Scottish method is probably the easiest method of making puff pastry. So fold them out again, another fold. So we've done about 3 now, I think. So done that 4th one. Keep it square. So now centre again, don't stick to the table. Get some more butter down. So then this will be our 5th turn now. We'll make sure it's all even as well, all even size, both sides as well, so you get a nice even pastry. It does say in the book to rest it in the fridge after each turn, but just for the film I'll show doing all of it, because we'll be here for hours. So little bit more flour. So this will be our last turn now. Folding it out, making sure it's really well rolled out. Nice rectangle. And then this will be our last turn. Like that. Let's just flour in. Roll him out again, get him a nice shape so he's ready for rolling out. Nice square. And here's some cling film again. I'll put it back. Yes, I did. So now with our cling film pastry done, sit them in the fridge. Well, as they say, you should be able to see your layers that you've made. And then roll them up. And then leave him in the fridge for at least an hour. And then you can make all sorts. You can make sausage rolls, cheese straws, you can do like beef Wellington or anything like that really. So yeah, these goes in there, then harden up for a good hour, or even a day they say, and yeah, that is how you make puff pastry.